working in the world of politics, whether it's in the media, whether it's actually in politics, advisors, or politicians themselves, getting threats against your life is not uncommon. It should be uncommon, but it is not. Doesn't matter if you're on the left or if you're on the right, we all get these threats, and some of them, of course, are rather graphic and terrifying. But I will say this, I don't think any of us have ever gotten threats on our lives from a sitting politician. But all of that apparently changed this week when Republican Representative Dan Crenshaw threatened to kill Tucker Carlson. Now, not talking metaphorically or, whatever. He said, "I'd kill him." Let me break down what happened for you. Crenshaw, for some reason, was being interviewed by a British news outlet, GB News, and host Stephen Edgington asked Crenshaw, they were talking about Ukraine and Russia, so Edgington asked, "Just coming back to this $100 billion in Ukraine, I know that people like Tucker Carlson would make the argument that there's a real opportunity cost there. We could have spent that money on the border or fixing, issues in America." And then Dan Crenshaw jumped in and said, "You can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I would love to ask Tucker what he thinks that $100 billion should be spent on and if he would vote for it as a conservative. Tucker doesn't know what he's talking about. Tucker likes to visit Moscow and talk about how great the grocery stores are, so I don't really take his advice very seriously." Great comment, by the way, from Crenshaw. He's basically telling you, hey, Carlson is rooting for Russia, so he could piss off with his opinions about funding Ukraine. And if that had been the end of it, that'd be great, right? Crenshaw made a great point, called out Tucker Carlson. We can go about our day. But that, unfortunately, was not the end of it. After their conversation had ended, but while it was still rolling, Edgington asked Crenshaw if he had ever met Carlson, and Crenshaw responded, "I would kill him if I saw him." Edgington then, on social media, said that he laughed it off, but Crenshaw apparently wasn't joking. Quote, "No, seriously, I would kill him," the lawmaker reportedly warned. Now, we do not have a clip of that, unfortunately. That is coming from Edgington. He said that Crenshaw said these things. Again, while they're still rolling, but not necessarily on the air. So until a clip arrives, I'm going to kind of hold off on confirming that this did in fact happen, because that sounds crazy, right? I mean, look, I don't like Tucker Carlson. I don't like anything he stands for. I don't like anything he says. But I'm also not going to sit here and wish murder at the hands of a congressman upon literally anybody. Nope, not something I am going to do, nor am I going to condone it. So if Crenshaw did in fact say this, we're going to need a little more evidence, I guess, than just Edgington posting this on Twitter. Because these are serious allegations. You can't just say, "Hey, yeah, this congressman told me he was going to murder Tucker Carlson," right? That kind of seems like the thing that could get you sued, if you don't have evidence to back it up. But that's what's being reported. So who knows? It's horrifying. I don't want to think that we've got anybody sitting in Congress with murderous intent, but Edgington says we are. And again, I'd like to see some evidence of that before issuing any kind of, firm verdict on whether or not Crenshaw may need to be removed from office. But I don't know. Sounds pretty dicey. And I wish, again, we had a clip or something, because that's definitely not the kind of mentality we want in anyone sitting in the House of Representatives, or really any government position anywhere in the country.
Have you ever met Tucker?
We've talked a lot. If I ever meet him, I'll find the kill him. He's the worst person.
Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.